Hey guys, so let's get it. This is a video from Marshall Brockway, and he is making rounds, and he's going to talk to the world about how much it sucks being a man in this dating world. So let's get it.
Why, bro? Why? Why do you want a woman, man? They're exhausting, bro. They are exhausting. Women are they're just too much, bro. They're just too much. They're not worth, I just don't think they're worth it anymore. Were they ever worth it? Maybe. But I don't think they're worth it no more. Or maybe it's just me, but I don't know. It's just like, I don't want to if all this stuff is true about what women want, I'm not doing all that, bro. I'm not doing all that. I don't need to go do all that. There's a lot of dudes that want to go do all that. They want to like go and hustle and grind and wear all the outfits and buy all the nice cars and start all these businesses, get all these degrees and get this high paying job and move up and shark this and shark that, and you're just get the hot women and take them places and do all this stuff. Man, that just sounds like a lot of work. That just sounds like way too much.
This dude is literally giving up, man. Like he doesn't even want to put the effort anymore. Like it's so funny. Listen to him, right? It's sad, but it's funny because he's just looking at the world and he's like, look, at the end of the day, what am I getting from doing all this goddamn work? Like, if it's just me, like, I don't care where I sleep, I don't care where I go, I'm good. But now I got to do all this for these chicks that are not even worth it. I gotta be better. I gotta lose weight. I gotta dress better. I gotta make more money. I gotta do all this for these crop of women. Nah, bro, I'm good. I'm good, man. That's what basically where he's at right now. Yeah, yeah, it's whole world out there, man.
I'm not doing all that. I can barely, I don't even want to make conversation with a woman. That's step one. That's step one. Forget about the 50 other steps. Forget about the cars and the trips to Europe. Forget about the making money and forget about the moving up to a management position, bro. I don't even want to talk to a woman because they're just. You ever talk to them, bro? There's just. I feel like I've talked to all of them. Like they just. I've had every conversation and it's just. And they play so many games. I'll just sit there. I'm just like, yeah, you're just gonna play games.
Yeah, man. When you talk to one, you talk to them all, man. I've said this in my other videos. Like most women today, the lights are off and nobody's home. The lights are on. I mean, the lights are off. Nobody's home, dog. And when you talk to them, they offer nothing. Like it's just same old silly conversations. Nothing deep there, right? Nothing deep there. They're not bringing anything to the conversation. Just silly rambling and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, you ever met a girl where she actually offers something new to the conversation, like something that you never heard before. Like she went to an art gallery in Greece, and she exposed you to certain things, right? Or she exposed you to a brand new restaurant that's like a hole in the wall, but has like the best quiche. You don't meet girls like that anymore. Like girls who actually reveal their characters, right? They're not. You're not finding those anymore. It's a sad place to be in a society where women today are just so basic. They're about the most basic of women, just basic. Hey, how you doing? What do you do for a living? You have any kids? What do you do for work? What do you like to do for fun? Just basic elementary ass conversations, right? Do you party? Right? What kind of songs do you listen to? Just basic. Just you listen to one woman, you've basically heard it all, man. Right? You've heard it all. Like these women today are just airheads. They offer nothing. Offer nothing. And he's starting to realize that.
Yeah, just go ahead, play. Just play your games. Just play your games. Yeah, just try to act like you're somebody you're not. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll have this conversation with somebody who's not even real. Okay, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, you want me to text you because then you can play some games, time delay, all this stuff. Like it's just I'm not. Who's doing this, bro? Who's doing this today? Who's doing this? I want to know. Somebody comment. Somebody comment down below. You doing this, bro? You doing this? You doing all this? Really? Really? Who's doing all this, man? If I have a woman, it's gonna be because I didn't do shit to get her. That's the only way a woman's coming in my life. Poof, she just appears. She's on the couch knitting and she's got something cooking. Cool. Did I do anything to get her? Not a damn thing. Don't even know how she got here. She's kind of hot, nice, sick. Stays quiet for the most part. They're just too much, bro. When you think about all the stuff you got to do, I'd be seeing all my, I've seen my family, I've seen my friends, I've seen close relatives, and I've seen all the stuff that some people I've seen, their relationships kind of closely, and then just seeing what all these dudes are doing out there. You got to go to games and you got to go on trips. And to get the woman in the first place, you got to go on dates and you got to get on dating apps and you got to get left on red about 1,000 times to just get one that's kind of mid, maybe like 5. She's like a 5 or 6, with a couple drinks in you. And then you're just kind of like, well, I've gotten left on red by 1,000 other women. So, if I can get some pussy with this, okay, I guess I'll have children. Like if you can kind of laugh and you're not just absolutely terrible, then I guess I'll have children with you and we can, I'll go and, I'll take you on all these dates and we'll go to cafes and have little muffins and lattes in the morning on a Saturday morning and go on little stupid walks and talk about bullshit. I ain't doing all that, bruh. I don't care. I don't.
He said, he said, I don't care. That's the funniest part. He said, I don't care. This is a dude, man, that has, yeah, he's given up on relationships, man. Like it's pretty much over for him, dog. Like he's just like, yo, look, I get a relationship, man, and she just comes to she just comes stand right next to me, man. And she with it, she with it. If she ain't, well, I ain't trying. That's pretty much what he's about. It's all funny and games and stuff, right? But the truth of the matter is, this is what men go through on a daily, right? It's like I really felt it when he said, "I don't even want to approach a woman anymore." And I said this in I think maybe 2 or 3 videos ago. I think I said it there that I don't even have sex. I don't even want to even have sex. No, 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 no. We got to get past the conversation first. I'm not even at the conversation level. I'm at the approach level. Forget even conversation. I don't even want to approach a woman. In the United States, shit no. Ain't happening, bruh. No, 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 no. For what? Like, what is all this gonna lead to? Let's walk down this rabbit hole, right? You see a girl, then you got to work up the nerves to go talk to her. I mean, I don't, but sure, whatever. You work up the nerve to go talk to her, and then you're hoping that she's not just gonna just shut you down in front of everybody, right? Most of the time she is. Well, I got a boyfriend. Oh, sorry, I'm married. Sorry, I'm engaged. I'm seeing someone. Okay. Then you got to walk your black ass back, all humble with your tail between your legs, and say, "Well, I guess that's that." Or if she does give you that number, for instance, right? She's not even. Well, most of the time she's not even going to give you the number. She's going to give you her what? Her Instagram. That's probably what she's going to do. Give you her Instagram, which is basically her way of being polite, but at the same time fulfilling her desires, which is you follow her and all that BS. Make sense? Now, if you become lucky, quote unquote, and you get her number, you call her, she's not gonna pick up. She'll call you back 2 days later with who is this? Or if you text her, right, she'll respond with, sorry, I don't have your contact saved in my phone. Who is this? Just some disrespectful ass text to let you know that she never really took you serious in the first place. And then if you do start texting back and forth, you got to think about the right text message to send, how often to send it. Like, are you being too forceful? Are you being too flirty? Are you being too sexual? Too fast? Right? Then, if you do find a decent one, you're just hoping that you can get along with her. And you're hoping that she continues the conversation. But eventually, after a day or two, once she finds you boring, you're just going to be left unread. And that's the end of that. Just when your hopes were going up. Like, oh my God, she might be the one. Oh, like, damn. Man, I didn't had 20 girls reject me. And this is the one that I'm able to keep a conversation with text by. All right? Or text with. But then she leaves you unread. Or if you're able to be lucky enough to go on a date with this chick, then you got to save some money. Then you got to find a nice restaurant. Then you got to find the right clothes. Then you got to budget all that, right? Then you got to wait for her ass to get there, and you know she's going to be late. Then you got to think about stuff to stay. I mean, stuff to say. Then you got to hope that at the end of that date, if you're one of those kind of guys that you get lucky and she says, "All right," after the second date, right, and then you can get some. That's if you're extremely lucky, right? I mean, extremely lucky. But now you're 2 dates in, and you didn't spend what 150 on each date because you know you got to take her to a nice restaurant, right? You know y'all know what y'all do. You know you got to. So you $300 in. Then you send her a text and ghost. You never hear from her again. Guess what? She just used you for dinner 2 days in a row. But then if you do get on a third date, then you got to worry about other things. Okay, this is third date. This is going really well, right? All right. Now I got to start asking her really important questions. Now you got to worry about body count. You got to worry about if she's seeing somebody else at the same time. You got to worry about all these different things. Is she a gold digger? This and that. By the third day, she might start to hint that I like a man that takes me out. I like a man that treats me like a princess. Uh-oh, that's red flag because that basically means that princess treatment means spend money time. So you got to worry about all these different things. So at the end of the day, when you figure out that, you know what, when you've done all that, you got to the third date, you figure that, you know what, this chick is really just a gold digger. And she really isn't that cute. She really isn't that smart. You're 3 dates in, you didn't spent about $500 on this chick. All things considered. Gas, tips, the restaurant, everything. All things considered. And then she ghosts you. Then you got to start the whole goddamn process again, right? Where you got to get rejected 20 times just to find another five or maybe a five and a half, six. And that whole process repeats itself in a cycle. Ladies, do you understand the frustration of men? Do you understand? See, you're a lady. You would never understand all what I'm just saying because women have it easy. They just have to blink their cute eyes, and men are just going to come pouring in. They just are. Like I said, the ugliest woman can have sex with 100 men in a day, where the most handsome man can't do that. He actually still has to work for it. I showed you guys the other video where there's a lady that slept with over 1,053 different men in a 24-hour period, all for the sake of freaking money. Now the question I have is, who are these men that they will actually line up to sleep with this chick? Now the next question I have is, were they doing this stuff raw? Because if that's the case, what? Are you what? Anyway, this is society. This is. I understand this guy's frustration, man. I understand Marsha's frustration. It's just the juice isn't worth the squeeze. The juice is not worth the squeeze, man. It just isn't. What are we doing all this for? For what? For these type of chicks? You're spending all this money on a girl that's not faithful, that doesn't give two shits about you. I understand he represents the majority of men. It's just, what do you do? I'll tell you what you do. You grab your passport and you go to a different country, and you go to a country where women actually value men, where women aren't so far gone. That's what you do. Anyway, guys, hit the like, hit the subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps with the algorithm. Please subscribe to Marshall Brockway's channel. He's a good guy. And we talk about divorce matters because divorce actually matters. Talk to you soon.